I'm Venom, and this is Notes Nerds. Alright guys, today's episode number 8 of Notes and Nerds. We're talking about the amazing Spider-Man 2 film that's coming out next year. Yep. Let's talk about the main actors. We're not going to talk about Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, and all that. Because
you already know they're there.
Yeah. We're talking about the new faces for the film. Starting off with Jamie Foxx. Everybody knows Jamie Foxx.
Electro.
The makeup effects and the virtual effects they're going to be using on him. I've seen some snapshots here and there. Look right here. You can see everything. Wow. Yeah. He looks great. I mean, it looks better than this. No, the comic book look, no.
We know you want the old classic look, but it's just not going to work. It's better to do it the way they're doing it and just let them do it and enjoy it.
Well, the fact that when Electro from the comic books has that big, goofy looking mask and green tights, you're not going to take the movie seriously. No. So next up is Paul Giamatti.
Yeah. He's
playing the Rhino.
The Rhino.
Now, there's two types of rhinos in Spider-Man. Yeah. There's the original mutant rhino, and then there's the scrawny little nerd engineer builds giant, monstrous rhinoceros machine. Yeah. I'm hoping they go mutant. Based off of some of the stills and the shots here, we don't have anything concrete regarding whatever, because a lot of the shots, if you do a Google search, look more like stuff from the video games.
Yeah.
But everybody's thinking that this is what they're going for.
Yeah, I mean, what they really have let out from the movie is just Paul in this giant gray foam suit, so you really can't see what's going on.
Exactly.
So hopefully when it comes out, it's just immaculate.
Another possibility, if they go with the cybernetics, maybe he's part of some kind of Oscorp experiment where they augment the body with robotics. And he's supposed to be a death row inmate, and he breaks free. Way to use the inmates that are going to die and give them cybernetic powers or mutant powers. That always makes for a great story. Then, not necessarily villains in this film, we're introduced to Norman and Harry Osborn.
Yep.
Norman is the father, of course, if you remember. He's played by Chris Cooper.
Yep.
Harry Osborn, he is being played by Dane DeHaan. Details on these actors obviously are on imdb.com, one of my favorites to look up stuff. But, I mean, Chris Cooper is one of those actors, you've seen him in a lot of stuff. Last thing I could really make sure I know of is the last Muppets film.
Yeah.
He was the bad guy. Imagine
very good actor.
Very good bad guy actor.
Yeah, very much so.
Norman Osborn is, you know, in the comics, in the cartoons, in the movies, is working on a serum for the government to create super soldiers.
Yep.
And this is where I think it ties back to Jamie Foxx's character and Paul Giamatti's character, where they're working on a serum, and Jamie Foxx, something happens, comes Electro, Paul Giamatti's character, the guinea pig, and goes from there. This is a great cast. I mean, looking through it, we got Dennis Leary.
You guys can find this on IBM.
IMDb.com. Dennis Leary's making an appearance in this. I think it's going to be like a flashback thing, because I also noticed that Martin Sheen's also in it, and it's the same story.
Yeah.
You know, flashback scene, obviously. And of course, you can't have a Marvel film without Stan Lee.
Yep.
But with that pretty much talks about the basics for the actors and I guess kind of what we're expecting from them. We're going to talk about rumors next.
Spider-Man, you're winning on the set.
My spider senses, they're tingling.
Oh my God, we're back. Yes. So, we talked about the actors and what we think is going to happen for roles, but there's a big, two, I want to put it as both rumors. One is huge.
And they're juicy.
Jim Carrey was seen on set of filming for Spider-Man 2. Why?
Good friends with maybe some of the actors?
Maybe just wanted to check things out because he's in some downtime and happened to be in the area.
Or a possible part.
Greasing palms, possibly. Jim Carrey was on set about a month or so ago.
Yep.
And nobody knows why. He's got connections with people that are on the film and stuff like that. But this is Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is one of those actors that carries a name and carries a reputation, and therefore maybe he showed up because he could have been shooting a quick scene or a cameo appearance, or was trying to weasel in for the next couple movies. Rumor has it he's going to play who?
Carnage.
Kind of backstep a little bit. Cletus Cassidy before he becomes Carnage. The reason why I think it might be a cameo piece, because we mentioned this in pre-production, that maybe it could be a cameo thing where he's a back character that maybe has some spoken lines just to kind of get in there.
Pre-story, kind of building up to what his character is.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
In business, it's called foreshadowing. And, they get him in there to kind of give you this essence that you're going to know something's going to happen, because maybe it's a scene where he goes up to Norman Osborn and says, "Hi, I'm Cletus Cassidy. Get out of my face, you piece of crap." And there goes Jim Carrey's character out of the movie. That could be the extent of a scene. So it makes a lot of sense that the rumor has some potential, but there's no solid grounds to help promote it.
As a Carnage fan, do I think that he could pull off the part? Yes.
Yeah.
He is a very gifted actor. He's a great character actor.
Yes.
He's played a lot of good characters. Yes, I think he could very well do this.
But like I said, it's a huge rumor. That's all it is.
And that's the first one. But the second one,
That one's really interesting. Now, this movie is going to do one thing I don't like. Double villain scenarios.
yeah, that's becoming quite popular in the culture nowadays.
Again, it was so huge in the 90s with the Batman films.
Yeah.
I hated it. Okay, Batman Returns with Penguin and Catwoman kind of worked because they weren't working together.
Yeah.
But then Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, it was rancid of an idea. I've never been a big fan of it. I mean, if Superman movies got away with being very popular and stuck with the single or group bad guy thing, like it was a corporation, like I think it was Superman 4 or 3, the one with Richard Pryor.
Yep.
Richard Pryor wasn't the real villain, he was just a patsy idiot. The rumor is Norman Osborn character, played by Chris Cooper, is going to appear as
The Goblin, the Green Goblin.
but there's the problem. We already know there's two villains. No film in its right mind has ever gone to a three-villain thing, unless, of course, it was...
Or a 4, if, we're talking about that plus Carnage and freaking Green Goblin. Why? That's just chaos.
Unless, of course, you're talking like a superhero, supervillain mashup thing where it had to be a team versus a team.
Yeah.
But this is not it. This is not that kind of thing. The rumor is he is going to appear as Green Goblin leading into movie number 3.
Yeah.
What we're speculating on this, and this is our speculation, this is nothing you're going to find online besides here. It's going to be like a pre or post-credit roll classic Marvel game here, where
Story ends, space appears, and credits roll.
or credits done roll, face appears, like in the movie, Norman Osborn gets blown up in his serum injecting machine, you think he's dead, credits roll, credits roll, credits roll, then credits are done, fade to black, fade in, comes out of the wreckage, and Green Goblin, and end of movie.
Yeah.
That's what we're speculating. Maybe something not so melodramatic as we're doing, but you get the point. It's classic. It's done so many times.
Yeah.
So really, right there, that pretty much covers it for us regarding Spider-Man 2. I'm anxious.
Yes, very much so. That's what I was going to lead to. Are you guys ready for this? I know I am. I'm ready to see it.
The age of superhero films has evolved and matured into such a way. They're great. So,
Yeah.
stay tuned.
In today's episode, they talked about Spider-Man and his new disgusting movie. I already hate it. Ah!
This is my show. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, watch, share. Kumbaya.